With respect to European Council and European Commission, as you said, we have very good contacts, and the President of European Council and President of European Commission both visited Azerbaijan, and we broadly discussed issues related to our cooperation, not only energy, though it was one of the main topics of cooperation conversation. European Union is our main trading partner. It's almost 50% or close to that of our trade is the trade with European Union. With 9 members of European Union, Azerbaijan signed or adopted declarations on strategic partnership. So this is 1/3 of the member states. So this really demonstrates that our cooperation on national level and on the level of institutional contacts is very good. And being a strategic partner means a lot, so it's a big responsibility for cooperation. With respect to efforts of President of European Council, Charles Michel, Azerbaijan and me personally always supported his efforts in finding a long-lasting solution to the conflict between Armenia and Azerbaijan. And there have been several meetings organized by him in Brussels. We are now in the process of discussions about potentially new meeting, and my assistant, Hikmet, is in regular contact with the team of President Charles Michel. We think that, taking into account that there have been already 5 meetings, or even more, 5 meetings, the next meeting should be result-oriented. We need to agree about the draft statement before. Of course, it must be agreed between Azerbaijan, Armenia, and European Council. And the meeting must be well prepared and result-oriented, because if it is not result-oriented, then it will send the wrong message to our peoples and also to international community. So that's our position, and I think it is met with understanding in Brussels. Also, with the European Commission, we work on different tracks. On the track, one track is Commission for Enlargement, when we have very active cooperation. Energy Commission. We organize regularly Advisory Council of the Southern Gas Corridor, which is chaired by European Energy Commission and Azerbaijani Minister of Energy. And annual and regular next meeting will take place within 2-3 months, again in Baku. We got a request from European Commission to increase our gas supply to Europe, taking into account the shortage, and we allocated substantial amounts of money, hundreds of millions of euros, if not billions, in order to increase the production from existing gas fields. And also one of the factors which will help us to supply more gas to Europe is energy efficiency and renewables. The more renewables we have, the more gas we will save, which we use for production of electricity. So very soon there'll be a new, important milestone, interconnector between Serbia and Bulgaria, which is ready, and Serbia will start to receive Azerbaijani gas. Already Hungary already started to receive, Romania, Albania hopefully soon will start also to receive Azerbaijani gas after the gasification project which we finance in Albania is over. And the countries like Italy, Bulgaria, Greece, members of European Union, they already, for many years, for several years, are recipient of Azerbaijani gas. So these are all very positive factors. And we talk about connectivity, we talk about trade, investments. But I agree there is a spoiler, which is the European Parliament, the group of very irresponsible people. Some of them, I think, behave like maniacs because their anti-Azerbaijani sentiments and statements are beyond any normal psychological status of a human being. I want to use maximum diplomatic vocabulary. So what can we do? They adopted, I think, more than 10 anti-Azerbaijani resolutions. One more, one less, doesn't make any difference for us. It is regretful. And what we regret most of all is that we don't consider all the members of the European Union, the word which I used, but those who are organizing anti-Azerbaijani orchestra, they brainwash the others. So many of the members think that Azerbaijan is like these people present us. Some of the anti-Azerbaijani activists, fortunately, no longer are there, like Madam Yeva Kaili, who was one of the activists of anti-Azerbaijani front, but we know what happened to her, and it was on media, and I think this also reflects that the European Parliament needs to address its own issues with corruption first, before accusing someone of any wrongdoing. And of course, it is not only for the government of Azerbaijan, but for the people of Azerbaijan. When they misinterpret the situation in the Caucasus, when they accuse us, the country which suffered occupation, devastation, and genocide, accuse us for restoration of our sovereignty and territorial integrity, they speak against 10 million of Azerbaijani people. They need to understand it. If they select me as a target and use insulting statements against me, for me it doesn't mean anything. But for people of Azerbaijan who stand behind me and stood behind me during the war and during the anti-terror operation, and now this is a signal for them that this is a group of people which treat Azerbaijan like an enemy. So this is regretful. The noise which they produce is not pleasant. It is not damaging. We can live with that, but it is not pleasant. So, and by the way, we've already for many years stopped any official contacts with the European Parliament and officially announced that. And now we have no interaction. But with the European Commission, as you mentioned, as I also want to, say that situation is absolutely different. It is moving in the positive direction with minor episodes, which I already mentioned, with respect to your countrymen, unfortunately.